Hi, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading for April 2018. Can I just say that you guys kicked ass last month with the views? Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. I mean, kicked ass. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. Those intuitively guided here. I hope you receive your message today. I hope you receive clarity. Some type of message that's going to help you move forward, hopefully with joy. I'm not really feeling anything heavy. I did Cancer's reading before yours, and whoa, it was a very heavy reading, but it needed to come out. So I am feeling much lighter with your reading. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I did change my deck, my tarot deck from what I was reading. I was reading with the Archangel, not the Archangel, the Angel Tarot, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling them anymore, so I did change them up in Cancer's reading, and I'm also doing it in yours, so I know you guys will be fine with that. Okay, Pisces. You know, it's funny because I was looking at your ruling planet, which is Neptune, right? And what surrounds you is Uranus and Mars. So, you know, being ruled by Neptune, not that I know much about planets and all that, because I don't. It's not my expertise. But what I'm feeling here is just the synchronicity of it and what I know of you and your heart. So having Uranus on one side and Mars on the other side, it feels to me like a little conflicting. And, you know, then I also think you're the opposite of Virgo, right? So, and I'm a Virgo. And when I look at Pisces, I look at you many times and I think, it just have such beautiful, open hearts, so willing to go into love, willing to put things, you know, like, it doesn't even have to make sense to you sometimes. You're willing to go in. You know, doesn't mean things are going to work out when you go into this love, but I do feel like you're meant to experience it. I feel like Pisces, one of the things that your soul may be searching for is that stability within love. So I think for you, what's really important is to keep yourself grounded. I think of Pisces as just like a feather, a butterfly. You know what I mean? Male, female, don't matter. And that's beautiful. That is what is so beautiful about you. But yet, I just feel, I don't know, I just feel like some advice is for you to really do well within your soul contracts. What would work really good for you is a conscious effort of, am I grounded? Do I feel grounded? Do I feel steady? Okay, because then you have Mars on the other side, and Mars, you know, can be a jealous planet, can be an angry planet, doesn't have to be, but it can certainly bring that out in us. So I just want you to think about that, you know, and this is just my limited brain giving you this information, but I don't know, I just feel like there's something there. Okay. All right, so now's the time we just want to calm our energy. Release the outcome. You know, the whole message may be for you, the whole video, or bits and pieces of it. Keep that in mind. Take that's going to make you or help you on your path, and leave what doesn't fit, what doesn't work for you, okay? I apologize for the ads that are being placed within the videos. I am new to putting ads on, but, you know, honestly, I am not doing personal readings, so someone told me to put ads on, but I seem to have no control. So I am going to look into that and try to take them out of the reading and maybe just put it before and after, okay? So if there's ads in this video, please excuse me. You know, I mean, I've been doing this for a while. You'd think I'd know this stuff, but I don't. So, okay, guys. I already cut the cards, but I'm going to take a second. Okay, we're going to shuffle for your cards. We're going to take 6 cards. This is going to be a double layered read. Okay. Alright, Pisces. April 2018. I have the 6 of Pentacles as your first card. We can look at that as your incoming energy, or energy that's coming. We have the 2 of Wands, who is looking right back at that 6 of Pentacles. Almost like this 2 of Wands is ready to go on this new excursion, but you know, the way they're looking at the 6 of Pentacles, I wonder if there's like a lack of funds. I shouldn't have said, well, maybe lack of funds. Yet at the same time, I feel like they're coming to you, and I feel like you know this, okay? So I feel like for some of you, there's financial restriction, or you've had financial restriction, but I feel like that is coming to an end. We have the Hierophant, Major Arcana. Possible Taurus. You know, the Hierophant here, it feels like right this moment for who I'm speaking to, it feels like this Hierophant is stepping in as a higher power to yourself, as a possibly your higher self. It feels like, you know, this may feel like a blessing that's coming to you. It's going to help you move in the direction you want to move. Okay. I feel like there's definitely peace of mind coming to you. I have the 5 of Swords, which was a big message in Cancer's reading. I have the 3 of Pentacles. And look at that, I have the 3 of Wands. Beautiful. First thing I want to point out is I'm looking at this Five of Swords underneath the Six of Pentacles. And I know for some of you, this reading is going to be about a journey that you want to take. That you've, no, listen, I don't feel like this is like something out of the blue. Something that you've been wanting to do, okay? I do feel there was restriction beforehand. For some of you, I do feel like it was financial restriction. I do feel that's going to be lifted. I also feel, you know, for some of you, you may be coming from a relationship, leaving a relationship where it seems like there may be a lot of ego involved. It feels to me like one person was doing all the receiving. You know, like, gimme, 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 gimme. But that must mean on the other side of that, that you were giving all, you were giving. You were constantly giving, giving. I mean, again, your beautiful hearts. And, you know, it's funny because within me, I just felt like this uprising of, you know, people watching who, let's face it, Pisces, you've hurt some. You've definitely hurt some. Some have hurt you, right? And that's what we have to learn. Like, I'll never date a Pisces again because of this. You know, we all have a little Pisces in us. We all have a little of everything in us. We are all soul connected. We are all in each other's lives for a reason. I don't know why I just said all that, because then my mind went blank. Okay, so let me just keep going then. 13, so I have a 13 up top, which would be a 4, so it is about stability. So, you know, maybe this is what you're searching for. Oh, you know, didn't I say that word in the beginning? Like, you are on, this next part of your journey is about stability. Stability within yourself. Stability within your own foundation. I do feel like for some of you are probably praying for this, possibly been meditating, manifesting. It's working. It's definitely working. Especially the Two of Wands here representing one of the middle cards, because the two, and we have the Three of Wands. So Two of Wands, I'm preparing to take this journey. I want to take this journey. You know, there's still a little bit of my past attached. There's still, you know, I may not have healed everything at this point, but I'm prepared to walk through any fear. Okay? If there's resistance, I'm prepared this time to push through it and not turn away from it or just accept it. Okay? You know, sometimes resistance is divine. One, to see how bad do you really want this. Sometimes extreme resistance is a sign for you to take a left instead of a right, you know? It can be, you know, if you're trying to do something and you just keep coming up against block after block, and these blocks cannot be resolved, so to speak, it can certainly be a sign from the universe that the path that you're choosing isn't quite what you think it will be. Okay, it doesn't hold what you always hope. I feel like if I'm chasing a person here and I'm coming up against this resistance, it is the universe's way of telling me that this person that maybe I feel I want so badly is really not the right person for me and me for them. Okay. So I do feel like there's a few of you who are leaving a relationship, possibly a marriage with the Hierophant here. I feel like you're going to be fine. Of course, my phone starts ringing. It's happened with Cancer's video. I always turn my ringer off. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's, I don't know. Okay, it stopped ringing, so that's good. Okay, so what do we have up here? We had a 4 up here. We have an 11 down here. This is master year number 11. We're in master year 11. You know, we can also add that up to a 2. 2's about movement, right? So either or, it's like whatever movement, I feel what it's saying is whatever movement you're making this year is meant to happen. It's like planetary actions moving you forward, and it just feels like go with the flow here. I have 1 card of restriction, and that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add another layer. All my decks are pre-shuffled, by the way. I have not used this deck very much, maybe twice. So it's still very, you know, rigid. Alright, so we're going to take 1 card on top of each card that's already on the board. So we're looking at the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. I have the 4 of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles also wanted to pop out on that. So we have, right in the beginning here, it's all Pentacles. So I'm looking at this 4 of Pentacles with the 6. And, you know, for some of you, I do feel like, you know, I have the King of Pentacles here too. I'm not feeling anything about him, though, where, well, we'll see. We'll see. Because we also have Taurus, so. Okay, let's look at one at a time. So, this 4 of Pentacles, I feel. I don't feel this is you. I definitely feel like this is someone else causing, let me say the word, hold up. Because Pisces, I feel like I have some of you who are very anxious to keep going, to get moving, to start this new journey. You're ready, you know, like you're anxious. I want to do it. I've gotten past my fear and I don't want it to come back. Yet I do feel like you're leaving someone who doesn't want you to leave them. But in that same breath, can I say that I feel like you have given them plenty of opportunities. And I feel at this point they need to grow on their own. There's things that there are concepts, there are understandings that, I don't know, it's like they missed the download, right? Like they skipped class that day. I feel like this is someone who probably is not very spiritual. May even go against your beliefs, because I feel you are. I definitely feel you are. But I feel this other person, not so much. Okay, I want to, before we go on, I want to look at the King of Pentacles. So I am going to bring out the clarifiers. And I want to find out exactly what he's doing here before we move on. You know, Pisces, I almost feel like this King of Pentacles is an element of yourself. And even just the where I put him, it's like, you know, he's got this pentacle in his hand, right? And I have him sitting up top there. It's almost like he is handing that pentacle off to you. So it feels like someone else is holding back their pentacles. But this person, this king, wants to give that pentacle. This can certainly represent a spirit guide, you know, a guardian angel. You know, the Knight of Pentacles does represent a guardian angel. So why wouldn't the King of Pentacles represent even a higher type of calling? All right, so I only want to look at the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Hello, King of Cups. Do I have a Pisces and an Earth sign? Six of Wands on that. This is a card of victory. This is also a card of victory over our ego, too. So, what is this King of Pentacles bringing you? This King of Pentacles is bringing you the opportunity. Okay. So the one thing I know is you're starting on this new journey. This new path. And remember, when I say you're starting on a new journey, that doesn't mean that your whole life is changing. You can keep the same job, but the love of your life comes in, right? Many different things can happen. But this is, let's say, it does feel like a pretty big element in your life. So this King of Pentacles has this pentacle that clearly he's clearly here to give it away, to help. Standing by the King of Cups. I, myself, love that. And I'm saying that because, again, I felt this King of Pentacles was more than just, I mean, this can be an earth angel. That's the energy I feel with this person. They certainly can be living. But they could be spirit too. And we'll figure that out. Anyway, so this King of Pentacles feels like he's coming here, entering into your life, entering into your dreams, your aura, to help you. Number one, is this not perfect energy where we have the beautiful openness of the Pisces, along with the stability of the earth? You really have it all here. This, to me, this is perfect balance. This is you finding perfect balance. Six of Wands is definitely showing me that. It's also showing me that where you're heading is the right direction. That you can feel confident in that, okay? So, hello, King of Pentacles. I feel like if this King of Pentacles is someone new coming into your life, because he is sitting above, I feel like it's beautiful. I feel like it's quite beautiful. For some of you, I just truly feel like you are leaving a life of restriction. And you are heading towards a life of free will, joy, freedom, equality, abundance, and unconditional love. We can understand why sometimes people just why people no longer fit into our life. Why someone I loved, now all I do is fight with. Even if they're soulmate, right? Because a soulmate, remember, we're here to help each other, our souls evolve. How? It can only come through lessons. And what it feels like is, I used to love this person. You probably still do. It doesn't have to be that love ended, but the relationship was becoming quite unbearable. I feel like no one understood each other. Like, we no longer understand each other's point of view. It's almost to the point like we don't even care. If you find that you are fighting a lot about, I don't want to say defending yourself. We'll see if the Seven of Wands comes up. But if you're someone who, I just realized I didn't check my volume. Sorry guys, I know I had my volume a little low there. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Seven of Wands comes out, because that's what I feel like. Right now, we're in that mode where you're trying to defend yourself. They're trying to defend themselves. But neither one can really hear the other points of view, because each of you are so strong within your view, and you're both right according to your own perceptions, perspectives, okay? I don't mean the actions. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of our cards out. So we're going to look at the Two of Wands. Next card, Two of Wands. Alright, so we're just going to keep going here. I have the Empress. This Empress has made her way out in just about everyone's reading. A few times, right where it's landing for you. On the Hierophant, we have the High Priestess. Wow. On the Five of Swords, look at that. We have Temperance. On the Three of Pentacles, we have the Fool. Let's get our last card. And I would prefer just one card, please. One card. Thank you. Oh, perfect card. Four of Wands. So you have the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 6 of Wands. How beautiful. It's like we skipped the 5. you know, which is pretty tough energy. So perhaps this is talking about, well, this is talking about what's coming. I love both lines. Okay. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this adds up to a 9. What we're letting go of. The journey has come to an end. And of course it has. I mean, with the full Temperance and the Four of Wands. So down here we have, geez. Okay, wait. Let me make sure I added that right. 14, 18. Another 9. So we have 9, 9. So we had 4, 1, 9, 9. 4, 1, 9, 9. Okay. I don't know why I'm adding up my cards lately. I mean, I usually do. I do in a personal reading, but I've been doing it in my generals too. All right, so let's break this down. Pisces, there is a definite need to get yourself grounded. I would say make a conscious effort every day if you can. Just ask yourself the question, am I grounded? Do I feel grounded? If you're carrying anxiety with you, chances are you're not grounded. If you're carrying a lot of fear, chances are you're not grounded. Like fear of movement, fear of moving forward, fear of letting go, that type of thing, chances are you're not grounded. Okay. And again, to me, it's like I see you as that butterfly, you know, which is beautiful, but you need to make sure your feet are firmly planted. I also feel the restriction. So let's go ahead and clarify it again, but let's clarify it as a whole. I have the Queen of Swords with the Eight of Cups. Simply put, this is you cutting someone out of your life. This is due to your own desire. Eight of Cups is about your desire, your intuition, moving you forward. You know, I always feel the Eight of Cups, she is definitely searching for that Ten of Cups. I haven't found it. It's not where I'm at. Got to keep on moving. Queen of Swords, very strong, confident energy. You know, she stands for the truth, clarity. But she also carries that wicked sword, and she's not afraid to use it. I'm looking at that butterfly at the tip of her sword. Oh no, that's in her hand. Wow, it looked like the tip of a sword in my monitor. Even her, she has the wings of like a butterfly. How did I not notice that before? That's crazy. She's standing in a cold place right now. And, you know, it doesn't feel like it's affected her yet. you know, because normally you start to see the color start to fade as it goes up, you know, as the coldness starts to enter in. I feel like it hasn't gotten to that point. Look at her shadow. Another thing I have not seen. For some of you, this could certainly be a karmic relationship you're in now. Does it have to be a lover? No. This can be a boss. This can be anyone that in somehow feels like they're holding you back. Definitely feels karmic. What does that tell me? It tells me that even through the difficulty, this was for your soul growth. This is part of a soul contract between you and another. Both agreed to it before coming into human form. But now, standing as a queen, she knows when it's time, when I've learned what I needed to learn, so I can move to the next adventure, to the next lesson. So my wings just grow stronger and stronger and stronger to the point I can fly. She has to do it though. You know, this is kind of like that, the end of the saga. How's it going to end? What's she going to do? I already know, for many of you, you are going to take on this energy because I see you moving forward from it. Again, whether it's a boss, a lover, you know, at the 8 of Cups here, you're definitely chasing. I shouldn't say chasing. No, you're not chasing. You are following your intuition, and what it's doing is taking you to a place, to an energy of love, where you can really feel it. Okay? Karma, been paid. You can let it go. It's completely up to you. Remember that. For some of you, I feel like you simply have to look at it like that. Okay, this person has taught me a lot about myself. And I them. But it just doesn't feel like it's serving you any longer. So you are moving forward. You're moving forward through your intuition. I didn't want to put that away. I like to always take another card when I have a card of movement. Alright, this is the 9 of Wands, and the first thing I felt immediately when it fell out, it just like swept my hand. I feel like this. Number one, you're definitely in a karmic relationship. Okay? And again, it's up to you if you leave or, you know, you leave or stay. It's completely up to you. But if you're listening, feeling your gut, your intuition, there's your answer. Definitely. The 9 of Wands talks about the journey. 9s always talk about the journey, right? The importance. This shows me that you have learned a lot. You've learned a lot through this period. Probably the last 9 years of your life. You know, we run in 9-year cycles. This is also the energy of not giving up. Don't give up what you want. This is about your soul's journey, right? And, you know, when I see the tiger or lion, however is displayed in different cards, I always feel that is your spirit family with you. You know, that's your guardian angel. You're never alone. You're just never alone. You could feel it, but you're not. Okay. So this is not about giving up. No. Did I say that backwards? This is about not giving up. You're too close. You're too close to the end. What do I mean by that? You're too close to the end. What I mean by that is sometimes, you know, when a karmic relationship, a karmic partnership, however it shows itself, is able to end, okay? It can get really, really difficult at the end of that partnership. Many times, it's really divine nudging us, pushing us. You know, don't give up. Don't give up. This isn't about not giving up on another person. This is about not giving up on yourself and not giving up on what your soul came here for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So then we have the Two of Wands. And I love seeing that because I feel this is you. This is at least you looking at options. You having an open mind of the directions you can go. I feel like, you know, it is up to you. But this is allowing the divine energy to sink in. This person is following their intuition. And he's paired with the Empress. Beautiful. This is loving, nurturing energy. This is the highest mother of all. You know, what this is showing me is this journey is probably going to be full of epiphanies. Brilliant ideas. You may be starting this journey with one thing in mind and end up in a completely different type of life. But when you have the Empress guiding you, so to speak, you can trust in this path. Empress. Fire. Earth. Fire and earth. You know, this adds up to a 5, just the two of them together. For some of you, you're right now at that crossroads. You are at that crossroads right now. So let's take some cards on there and let's see. All right, so we're looking at the Empress and the Two of Wands. The Empress and Two of Wands. There's a lot of passion with these two cards. There's nothing within these two cards that tell me to sit, to wait, to not move forward yet. I have the Five of Cups. Okay, first thing I felt is this energy is energy you have been in. I feel like you're leaving this energy. For some of you, this could be, you know, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to come back. Lock, stock, and barrel. Everything I had, I put into this idea of this person coming back. It's funny, we're not really supposed to repeat things within our soul journey, yet as human we do. Constantly. This doesn't always have to be bad though. There can be good, you know, goodness within this person. But this is the energy of kind of wasting my life. Allowing my energy to lower. Almost like lowering my energy to try to meet someone else's. But how about if we have them increase their energy, increase their level of spirituality to meet yours. So I feel like for a few of you, this is about the end of that. This is about not waiting. You know, with the Empress here, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like the Empress is bringing you, or you're bringing to yourself, but you're listening to the advice. You're listening to your gut. You're figuring out your patterns, which is helping you to move on. I feel like the Empress is saying, I mean, I feel like she's bringing you a past life love. I feel this karmic relationship, again, if it was love that some of you are in, of course not everyone, you know, it would match the energy I was talking about. You may feel that this is your one and only, right? Like, man, we blew this chance, that type of thing. But it's not. Oh, well, I just looked down and I didn't even see this card come out. We have the Sun card. How beautiful is that? First of all, it's a card of Leo. So clearly some of you may be missing a Leo. What I love is that the Sun is coming over the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, I'm somewhat in an illusionary state, right? Yet I keep myself there. And I feel like the Sun could be illuminating that to you. Like, you know, look what you're doing, Kathy. You know, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You're putting all your hopes, your dreams, your wishes into one person. And, you know, isn't it funny how I feel like the Empress is saying to you, you are not giving yourself enough credit. Like why are you accepting that lower energy? That's what you want to ask yourself. Just ask yourself that. Why am I accepting this lower energy? Why am I accepting the fact that I'm putting my soul's journey on hold for another's? Clearly, we're not vibrating on the same level, right? Because I feel like this person would have you like to, I mean, can you get along this way? Probably. But you would have to lower your energy to match theirs. Why? Because I feel like the Empress is saying no. Your choice. It's so funny how much I'm saying that this month. This is your choice. But clearly it is. Okay. Let's take one more on that. I feel like those who are waiting for someone to come back, and, you know, I do feel like you've probably been waiting for a while. You know, look at that, Five Pentacles just flipped. And we had some cards fly. So let me grab them. Okay. Okay. Many more, much more cards than I wanted, but we're going to take them. I feel like the Five Pentacles just popped out just to kind of verify what I was saying. We're going to have the Ten of Pentacles. Boy, that does feel like it. I mean, it came in reverse. Kind of feels like that. We'll see. Three Swords. Can I tell you what I feel right now? I feel within this Three of Swords energy that I feel like what the Empress is trying to download to you, let's say, is, you know, you want a certain person to come back. Yet, I feel clearly it didn't work out. Okay? So that's a clue. Clearly, it didn't work out. But yet, I want them to come back. And I feel like the Empress is saying, be careful about that. Right? Because it's like she gives the epiphanies, right? But they're really yours. I want this energy to come back. I want this, right? I want this person to come back. What's the last thing this person represented to you? It's heartache. I think a better way to look at this is, instead of like, I want this person to come back. I want this person to come back. I can't move forward unless this person comes back. I feel like you should say, if this person is meant to come back, they will come back with a higher vibration. They will meet me within my vibration. Because if they came back right now, again, you are going to be lowering your energy. And it won't give you a life of abundance, I can tell you that. Okay. I feel like that was all that was meant to say. I have the Hierophant again. So, Taurus twice, 2 Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Oh, and we have the 10 of Pentacles, which I do kind of feel is in reverse. So let me look at this, because, you know, I have 2 cards that can definitely stand for marriage. I definitely have you in a decision mode. But then the Page of Cups follows. I feel like for some of you, this is literally the decision of whether I'm staying within a relationship. It can certainly be a marriage. Or if I'm going on my own journey. You know, we had the 5 of Pentacles pop out, right? And I have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And so I definitely know some of you are leaving a marriage, okay? But you're following your own path is what you're doing. You are following your soul's journey. So some of you got this information. And I feel that's what the Empress is saying here. You know, sitting on that 2 of Wands, like, you know, yeah, there's a decision to be made, but it's like Spirit saying to you, if you feel like you're going to be taking this alone, but you're not. You have so much love around you, unconditional love of your guides. I just feel like some will listen, some won't. But these are, Okay, I'm going to leave it there. That's what I heard. Some will listen, some won't. Okay, Empress stays. Alright, so we're going to look at the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Hierophant and the High Priestess. 4 of Cups. You know, some of you you're just bored in your marriage. You're bored in your relationship. You know, look at that, 10 of Cups. Number 1, I know this is what your soul is searching for here. And I love that it just came out under the Hierophant and the High Priestess. How am I going to get to this 10 of Cups? This is a soul's journey here. This is a journey of intuition, of guidance, okay? Listen, if you're not feeling it, it's because you are discontent in your own life. Certainly this can be the energy of missing someone, right? But what, you know, if you are, I feel like what it's saying to you is, have you stopped living? Like, have you stopped living because of someone else? If you have, if you said yes. This Ten of Cups is yet to come. Don't put all your eggs in one basket unless you know it's the right basket. With the High Priestess and the Hierophant here, you'll know. You'll feel this energy. You know, this isn't just like passion and sexual and that type of energy. This is the type of energy falling on the High Priestess where eyes lock, souls connect. You can't deny it. All right, let's take one more after that. Let's see. All right, tell us more about the Ten of Pentacles here. I mean, the Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Pentacles, I just said. So, maybe your abundance just, you know, you think you've lost it all. You have to go through a difficult time. And then you come out the other side and you're amazed. This is usually how most journeys go. Sometimes you need to look back at some of your most difficult journeys and realize you survived them. You're here today. When back then you probably thought, or some of you, you're thinking that right now. This is it. I don't have this person. There's no sense of living. Not true, not true, not true. All right, I have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands again, and I have the Seven of Wands. And I'm going to tell you, Pisces, right off the bat, normally this is other people. I feel this is you. I feel this is you fighting within yourself, fighting your heart and your brain, your mind and your brain. I feel like this is you giving yourself every reason not to move forward. I definitely feel this is the energy of taking on other people's beliefs, but then they become your own. Maybe this is what you're going through. It's almost like you're going through this internal battle. I don't hate to use the word battle, because it's not really a battle. It's like your mind is trying to understand your soul. Like, why would you want me to go through this? Why would you want me to suffer like this? But that's not how your soul looks at it. Your soul's thankful, grateful for every opportunity to learn about yourself, about unconditional love. Again, you're able to start this new time, this new journey. You may start it alone, but you don't end up alone. Looking right back at this Two of Swords. A gut call. Two Swords is knowing that this is spiritual. This is spirit helping you to make the decision. This can be overwhelming in your head. So think about that. If this is you doing that, you're telling yourself, you know what, I'm just not worthy. Yeah, I'm not good enough. I'm too short. No one's going to love me. You know, I carry too much weight. My hair is too gray. You know, whatever we tell ourselves, you know, I'll never be able to get grounded. Yes, you can. All of that is lies. Lie, lie, lie. It's Spirit's trying to help you through that. It's showing me that the Ten of Cups exist on this journey. Will you go directly into it? I don't know, because we're starting at a 2. But that's okay. It's not about how fast can I get to the Ten of Cups. It's about enjoying the journey to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups will just be forever. Okay. Let's keep going. Alright, so let's look at Temperance. One of my favorite cards. You really have all my favorite cards here. So we have Temperance over the 5 of Swords. I don't know, it makes perfect sense to me. Like, this is the energy I've been in, right? There's a lot of mental, heavy energy. Temperance says, yes, you've learned a lot. Everything was meant to be. This is now time to move on. This is divine intervention. This is balance, though. Remember that. This is balance within myself. I feel for you, Pisces, mainly it's about making sure I'm grounded. If you can't get into nature, meditation, a quiet mind. For some of you, this could be Sagittarius. But it does feel like divine intervention. Temperance is about balance, but it is also about timing, so to speak. I mean, timing is fluid, right? Time is fluid, so, but within our human minds. Just when Spirit comes to us, they talk to us so we can understand. Timing. It's clearly shown me the timing has come. That for some of you, the relationship, again, can be work with all the pentacles, but I do feel love here too. Now, so Spirit's saying, this is about divine timing. Where's it taking us? Into the 4 of Wands. I don't think love will ever come in my life again. I'll never meet anyone. I'll never be so lucky. Bullshit. You have to know it. You deserve it, right? Tell yourself that. I deserve the best of the best. Period. This is the best of the best. That's exactly what divine wants to give you, where it wants to take you, where you want to take yourself. Divine's just reminding you, reminding your soul. That's all. So, how beautiful. And then the Fool. This lets me know that for the majority of you, this is about new energy. And our past doesn't really have any purpose moving forward. Because here, I feel with the Fool, like, I've learned the lesson. It becomes part of me. It's not what I need to carry with me, though. Divine intervention. You taking it, and you're moving with this. You're excited. You're happy. Remember, the Fool is about, much like the sun. I don't have all these burdens on me. Why? Because I don't allow them. Not because they don't come into my life, but I don't allow them to stick around. I have bigger plans, better things to do. Lower energy doesn't fit. Not in here. Not when it's taking you to here. For some of you, I feel this King of Pentacles is within this 4 of Wands. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands and the High Priestess. This is definite movement. This is, you know, this is like a rush of passion coming into your life. This is like an epiphany that comes to you, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is your soul's direction. This is the way I am supposed to be going. This is what I'm here for. This is my soul's purpose. This is intensity. This is fast movement. Something that comes in quick. This could be you making a decision quickly, following your gut, because there is such movement down here. I love that the High Priestess comes out over Temperance, right? It feels very calming to me, even though I have the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Wands here, which can be chaotic energy, right? Because it's like, but the High Priestess is balancing that. It's a sense of knowing. Divine intervention, my friend. Okay, let's look at the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. So, here's this Fool on this journey, beginning a journey alone, and attached to the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about, holy crap, my whole deck, is about teamwork, like-minded people finding each other, being attracted to each other. I had the Nine of Swords, which is a little surprising to me, because the Fool's looking at that Nine of Swords, and that's not normally. And I have the Knight of Swords. Okay, wow. I feel like this is the issue, and this is the clarity. So, you know, it's kind of weird that the Nine of Swords came out, but yet now I understand it, because Nine of Swords is about unnecessary worry. And I feel like with the Knight coming out after that, it's like being relieved of that. I feel like this is a close call, too. You know, for some of you, this is what you're doing. Like, you're laying around, you don't want to get up. I get that energy, trust me. But you have to. I feel like this is your own truth coming to you. I don't know, guys. It just feels like a spiritual intervention. Okay, let's look at the Three of Wands, which is beautiful. I mean, now I'm feeling great about where I'm going. Now I feel confident about where I'm going. Now I'm starting to feel the energy change around me, right? It's not just my own energy. It's like all of a sudden, like-minded people are finding me, like-minded experiences, like where before I had resistance and walls. Now it's like things are just flowing. Surprising, right? But you're surrendering is what you're doing. In a beautiful way. I hope you guys know what I mean by that. All right, so here is the energy of, again, optimism. You know, I don't think he sees those ships coming in. He just knows they're coming in. You can look at that as real clarity. He just knows they're coming in. He's willing them in. Oh, you're coming to me. But he's doing it in a different energy force. That lower energy is gone. And now the ships are coming in. And hello. On one of those ships is a soulmate. I don't know how fast this will come in. I feel like your reading is more about how I can change my energy, how I can leave situations and not beat myself up, how I can know my soul's journey and go after it. You know, I'm letting fear go. And listen, as soon as you change your energy, right? As soon as that lower energy leaves you, look at the optimism, and then optimism brings you exactly what it is you've always wanted anyway. You know, there isn't a better balance than the Four of Wands. To me, it is, you know, I know the Ten of Cups is harmony and love and all that. But with the Four of Wands, for me, I feel that soul connection. I feel that respect. I feel the higher energy with it. I have the Fool and you, Queen of Cups. Can you see how your soul wants this journey? Queen of Cups is about an open heart, a loving heart. When she's in lower energy, though, there can be jealousy. There can be a lot of misunderstandings. There can be pain. Can certainly be the energy of giving everything you got. And you know what I feel is it's when we let people beat us down like we're nothing. Like we're not deserving of everything. This is definitely your soul's journey, Pisces. And it is about learning how to completely open your heart again. You know, it's like, open up that heart, let some air in, let those scars heal. What has happened has happened. It won't mean anything down the road. And you'll be surprised how, you know, you're moving along this new journey and let's say a little resistance comes up. Wow. How quickly you find the solution. Why? Because you've experienced it and you know what to do now. This is about putting yourself first. Loving yourself that much that you put yourself first. And that's when the world opens up to you. This is not an ego love. This is a love of knowing that I am source. And I've got to treat myself that way. I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. But wherever my energy is, that's what will follow. My energy is low, that's what will come in. My energy is high, that's what will come in. You know, quite beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do final clarification. So I am going to move this up. And you know what? I'm going to bring back out the Illuminato. We're just going to do final clarification. Final clarification for Pisces. Final clarification. Anything else we need to know? Pisces. I have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Well, perhaps you thought that this earlier mental energy was the only way for you. And the Seven of Cups is about many different options. You know, many different options. Which direction do you want to go? This is about not having limited beliefs. We have the Death card, and we have the Eight of Cups again. So, could be Scorpio for sure. But this is a clear ending, a clear ending. You know, this has nothing to do about repeating anything. When it ends, it ends. But this is about flowing into the next chapter, the next period, with as little, well, no resistance, if possible. This is letting the universe direct you. And Temperance is here. The High Priestess is here. So that energy is there, available to you. We have the Eight of Cups. I simply feel like this is saying, I can either accept the energy, or I can open my eyes to the possibilities of the world. That decision lies within me. And I just feel that you're taking this on, because with the Death card here, I feel like you're saying yes. Take me. Where are we going next? Follow your intuition. You know what I love about the Illuminato cups is all the cups are standing up. They're not all pushed over. And I feel like that's understanding of it. Some of you could certainly be dreams. Following your dreams. Perhaps for some of you, maybe this could be letting go of what I need to let go by the full moon, right? We have the new moon coming up also, in Aries, I believe. I don't know, guys. All right, Pisces, I think I'm going to leave it there. You know, it's a mixture. You know, is it love? Is it work? Or maybe it's all of that. Maybe it's all of the above. Your reading is talking about the more you increase your vibration. Okay, let's look at it this way. Like is attracting like, period. Like attracts like. So if I want to bring the best to me, I got to get my vibration up there. Allow divine to help heal you. Truly. But also take care of you. You know, make sure you're getting grounded. Again, like I said, ask yourself daily, am I grounded today? Do I feel grounded? If I don't, go for a 5-minute walk. Do something proactive. It's your life. It's your soul. Right? And listen, we're all soul connected, so I only want the best for you. Unconditional love, which is what I have for you. All right, Pisces, I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the likes, the shares, subscribes. I know I have emails that I have not answered. I apologized. I did address it in another video, but I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's been like a lock and key on it. And, you know, so I will get to them. Okay. All right, guys. Just, you know, it's April. It's April. And, I think by next April, You're going to find, many of you are going to find yourselves, some married, some on some wild adventures. I feel if you allow yourself, if you're in a bad place right now, it's going to be completely different. But remember, it has to come from you. You have to want it. You have to believe it. Don't think that you're too weak or you're not worthy. That's called a human condition, right? Human conditions that are placed on us. It's not true. You deserve everything. Okay, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.